Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Oh, this one. Look at this one. I'm an absolute fan, as we all are, with an introduction by Mary Murray, My Mother's Ways. I mean, look at that beautiful image there. I think every page is useful in this book. I'll be harvesting out of this book for years. Hello, it's Trini. How are you all? Welcome to my craft table. This is a little bit of a midweek hello. I have just been sorting out so much stuff in my craft room. Honestly, the more videos I do, the more I sort my room out, and I really feel like I have got such a good system going. And we're all different, we all craft differently, I get that, but I thought I would just throw the camera on while I was sorting out some papers, and maybe I can, as I'm doing that, I can show you my little system, and maybe that might give you some inspiration. This has all come about because as I've been cleaning up, I found some old things lying around and I want to get these finished. So I'm in the process of cleaning up my Etsy shop and going through my listings. This is one of my digi kits, and I'm not advertising it, I'm just saying I've just cleaned up and I found these lying around. So I printed them out, obviously, when I was sort of fixing them all up. So I want to back them now, and I'm just going through and I'm finding, just when I do my tea dyeing and I have those torn papers, then this is the sort of thing that I do use them for. So I'm just holding this up, and I've got these two halves here which I thought I could get most of those done. Now I've got these littler pieces, and I just thought I could probably get two out of that, so I'll just pop those over there. And then I brought out, and I will go through what's underneath in a bit, but I have got this little folder here, and it's paper scraps, and it's getting very full. Some of them aren't really particularly paper scraps, to be honest. These are when I make journals. This was just something I picked up in a thrift shop, and it was a gardening folder, and it had these in there, so you can track your plantings in your garden in first, second, third year, that sort of thing. But I love the graph and I love the grids, and I thought it would make really good journaling space. So it's actually not really scrap papers, it's more journaling paper, so perhaps I might take that out. And this just looks like some paper that it's ivory paper. I think I did go through a stage of buying paper that was this color to save me from tea dyeing all the time, so I think I might actually try and find another spot for those. And then what's left in here is, again, I do like graph paper, so that would be good for journals. And then you can see I've got all this other graph paper here which can be used for short pages in journals. So to be honest, I think I might actually move that away and create another system for those. So that's going to leave me with these. This is some computer paper, and again, probably not really scrap, so we'll put that aside, and I will find another spot. We'll create another system for those. But these are definitely scraps. These are what I would consider scraps. So when I've made journals in the past, this is papers that I've trimmed down. So what I've done, and I'm going to be doing a video on this soon actually, so this has been good for me to have sorted all of this. Okay, so I've got these little plastic bags, and all my scraps I've been putting together because we're going to make, those matchbook style notebooks. So this is one that I quickly put together. So what I've got in here is all different scrap papers, and I've also, as I've been cleaning up, I have, well, this is one part. So all these little, I'll take them out. So just little strips of paper, and these have been, you can see they've been run through an embossing folder, and they're just like little offcuts. Some of them are actually wallpaper strips that, you know, I've used in projects, and I've kept the little strips. And then somewhere in here I do have, buried deep, here it is. And then these are just little die cuts that I've just got floating around, and I thought that we could decorate and embellish these. So what I thought I would do is all these scrappy bits would make good, see, something like that I'll probably keep because I can use that to back tag. So anything kind of this size, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, you know, we're probably talking about maybe 9-10 centimeters wide, I'll probably leave in here. But anything smaller than that, I think I'm going to move that into this bag, and that can then become for scrappy pads. So I'm just going to, see, these are just torn bits of tea-dyed paper. So these can all come over here. All right, so that's somewhat lightened that. And then now I've got all my scraps put together. Oh, I just found some more tea-dye paper, which actually could be handy to use over here. All right, so that's coming up. We're going to be making a mass make of those. So if you've got any paper scraps lying around and lovely strips of decorative paper, then start corralling them up, and I'll probably have that coming up in the next couple of weeks. I don't hold me to it, but yes, it will definitely be coming up. All right, so this can all go in here now, and that's a lot lighter now. So that's my paper scraps. All right, so what else have we got here? All right, so this is an order that I've just received, but actually I'd like to talk about this. I don't know if you guys know Artie Mays. She is an old favourite of mine, and I got an email that she just uploaded something onto Ko-fi. And I went through, because I'm going to be making my first lot of 5 journals very soon. If you've been with me for a while and you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been talking about, I've got 35 file folder covers that I've had for quite some time, and I want to this year make journals, single signature journals, and I thought I'd take you along for the ride. Obviously not all 35, but I thought I would do them in 5 journal batches. And whether or not I film the process of me doing the 5 journals all at once, I'm not sure. But if you would like that, if that's something you'd like to see, then yes, I could definitely consider it. But otherwise, I'll probably do 1 on camera, and then the other 4 I might just do off camera. And then perhaps when I'm making ephemera, or like for example, I'm going to be doing some masterboards. So this is what I'm gathering. So what I'm doing is, when I've been sorting through all my book pages, and I did release my how to deconstruct a book for papers and how to use them in your journals. So be sure to catch up on that one, because I think that there's a lot of tips in that, and there's more to come. So I was punching out some butterflies. I have now got one of these little tins. So I've glued a butterfly on the lid just so that, you know, obviously I know what's in there, and that is all full of punched out butterflies. But you know what was really cool? There were some pictures in the Reader's Digest book, and I didn't really like them. So I just was, when I was gluing the pages, because these are 2 book pages glued together, and one of them had the illustration on the back, and I thought, oh, I'll punch them out and I'll see what I get. And look at this. This is a staircase, and in the background there's some wooden paneling, and there's two people, one at top of the staircase and one sort of going down the staircase. But isn't that amazing? Look at that. I just thought that was just so good. Oh, this one, look at this one. Didn't it turn out beautiful? So it's a little bit like masterboards. It's like you don't know what you're going to get. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. So that might be something else that I'm going to do from now on, from illustrations that I don't think are suitable. Then we can punch out some stuff with them. But these are the negative spaces. So I thought I'm going to put these onto the masterboards and see what we get. And brittle paper is really good. So get yourself some brittle paper and just a few, you know, just random things that have just been hanging around that I'm just tired of seeing. So I've thrown it all in, and then what I did was, again, I got more brittle paper, but I've got different also colors. I've got different color paper. I've got dictionary paper. I've got illustrated dictionary paper. I've got a whole book of that. Look at that. Beautiful illustration, but I love the color of the paper. And I've got German writing. Then I've got, you know, music paper and just different sorts of paper. So this is obviously not going to be everything because I'm going to be doing 5 masterboards. So I'm just in the process of putting everything together, but I thought I would show you that. So when I went to my local craft scrapbooking store, she had these, and I asked her what were they for, and she said, oh, they're little project bags. People, you know, use them to keep their projects in. And at the time I thought, well, it sounds good in theory, but I don't know how I'll use it. Well, there you go. That's how I'm using it. All right, so this is something that I'm going to do. So let's actually even maybe try it now. I keep these in my craft room now, little cotton balls, and also these cotton tips. So I think that'll be enough. And I've got some of my pastels here. So I thought what I'll do is, I've had this hanging around for such a long time, and I might just get this and get some green. I just, honestly, this is what I do. I just rub it like that, and you can already see, you know, it's coming up, and there's like a little bit of powder. I don't know if you can see that on there, but I just make a little bit of powder and I pick that up, and I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to, just where these leaves are, I'm just going to come in and just roughly colour them. As I say, I have been doing so much cleaning and sorting every time I do a video. When I first started, my room was just such a huge mess afterwards. It would take me like a couple of sessions to clean up afterwards, and it just got to the point where I was just like, oh, you know, small craft spaces, hey. And but I don't know, I just seem to have developed this little system now, and now it's just becoming so easy. Even with my craft room, like reset, and I love it, absolutely love it. It's helped me get these videos together, which I hope you're enjoying, guys. But yeah, it's just I guess it's just a refining process, isn't it? But yes, it's all making everything so much easier. It's less mental energy, which then you can use for crafting. So we've got that, and I'll just get my little cotton wool and just, so I don't know if you can see there, it's just got a little shade of green. And now we might get, I don't know what colour to go for. Maybe I'll go for blue, this nice blue. And just these little roses heads. This is Tim Holt's stamp. I love his stamps so much. In fact, it was one of the earliest things I discovered when I got into this, was his stuff. And so I'm an absolute fan, as we all are. Most of us are anyway. All right, so I think, you know, just a little hint. And then we can get some brown. So I'll just go into another section of my cotton bud, and then I think I'll just bring some colours. Just kind of make a bit of a, you know, just like a shadow or a bit of a silhouette, I guess you could say. I might even just sort of come out here a little bit as well. And there you go. Just a lovely little bit of extra to the page that would look nice in a journal now. So I'll just put that aside. So these are the little things that I'm doing. I just get to the point, you know, where you've got so many things just lying around and you think, you know what, now's the time to clean everything up, move everything into one area and just deal with it. So, and these I just throw away when I'm finished. I can't remember where I got with Artie Mays anyway. I don't think she's doing videos at the moment, but I did get an email that she had uploaded something, and I thought that she had one of the themes that I'm going to do. I thought she had some freebies, and she's got amazing freebies. So if you haven't, and you know, she doesn't know me from a bar of soap. I'm just passing this on from one journaler to another. Artie Mays Designs, she's on Ko-fi. Look her up if you haven't already. Maybe look up Artie Mays, her YouTube channel, and then you'll probably see a link to her Ko-fi shop there. But I think she does the most gorgeous butterflies, and I saw these. So this is down one side, and then these were down the other side. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to fussy cut those out, and these I think these might be Roxy Creations, so I'm going to fussy cut those, and then that's the last of my fussy cuts. These are what I'm going to be backing. These are my tags that I showed earlier, and then this is some dragonflies, because I love butterflies and I also love dragonflies. So this is another one that I got as well. So I'll finish those off. So I'll put those in a little pile. Now, this is from my brown paper packaging video. I'll put links to all the videos that I've mentioned down below. And again, this is a public domain image that I found, and I wanted to make some ephemera. So I was thinking to back those and just make little journal cards like that. So I'm going to need to do more of this, and the reason I've got this out is, again, getting back to my deconstructing a book for book pages. But you know, if you can get hold of this book, it is about history in Australia, but honestly the images are just unbelievable. So it's collected and with an introduction by Mary Murray, My Mother's Ways. I picked this up in an op shop. I mean, for a start, look at that, fly pages. I mean, look at that beautiful image there. And honestly, everything that I talked about in my Deconstruct a book for pages and using them in journals, go and see that video. If you haven't clicked on it, just watch it. It's only a 20-minute video, and even if you 1.5 speed it or something, but I talk about all these pages. But look at this, every single page just about. I think every page is useful in this book. So beautiful images and just little hints along the way. And look at all these beautiful images. I mean, I'll be harvesting out of this book for years. So I want to make a pocket out of that. So I will do that. I won't do that today, but I'll flick through. Look at this, health and beauty. Look at this lovely lady. Look at the new tailored gowns. Gosh, fashion, sewing. Oh, honestly, when I got this book, I couldn't believe it. Everything. Time off. Look at that. What are they called again? Merry-go-rounds. Yeah. So anyway, that's enough about that. It's a beautiful book. If you can get hold of it, I will definitely look that one up. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I won't do all this is I got a stencil, got my brown paper, Amazon packaging, and I just used some white gesso. You could use white acrylic paint, and I got a damask style stencil, and I've just covered it over. So I'm just going to continue on with that pattern, and then I'll get 4 journal cards out of that. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And honestly, once I get all these little mini projects done, I am pretty much there. Okay, so let's open these up. So I am going to be doing a French journal. It's not one of my next ones, but I definitely should start looking at it because I'll show you why. So this is typically what I do. I get one of these little, I'm not sure what they're called. They're just little plastic. You literally get them from Kmart. They're not very expensive at all. And they open up and you can put several sheets of paper in them. So what I will do is when I start gathering some things and I'm thinking, oh, I'm collecting for a journal, I'll put a label on it like that. And so anytime I see something nice, I'll throw it in there. So I was going through some sentiments that I had in a scrapbook pad, and then I saw this: a mother's love is a special place where children always have a home. It's blue, so I thought I'll just chuck it in here. And then I found these, I didn't even know where I got this from, but I ordered something and they were little strips of scented paper. I've actually thrown them in here. I mean, they're just gorgeous. So I just put them in there, but I thought that would be nice. That we can add that as some ephemera. And anything blue. Some of these things are actually ordered from a French Etsy shop, and I've got lots and lots of, I won't go through everything, but I've got lovely things in here. But what I did do was ordered some more things from Kerry from Which Craft Do You Do. So these are French book pages because I don't have much in the way of French book pages. So let's see if I can. I've got envelopes. I've got invoices, and I've got music, and I've got some bits and pieces like that, but I don't actually have any book pages. So I'm going to put those in there like that. And then she had a little pack, and I thought I'll grab it. I'll see what she gives me. Get a little surprise. Let's open this one up because this will be fun. So that's what these all are. Sorry, I just sort of started putting it all away, didn't I? But it's all just different French papers. Beautiful, different colours, different sizes. So I can use some of these for in tags or journal cards. Okay, so let's get this open. Oh, beautiful. So there's a lovely little flower. Yeah, I'll keep it in there. That is lovely. I've got lots of little stickers similar to this. Actually, I think she sells stickers. I have to have a look at her stickers. Okay, so she's given us some French paper that she's folded up into a pocket, so that's interesting. And then she's filled it up with all this lovely ephemera. So there we go. I've got a pocket ready to go, and I might have to look at how she's done that. I sort of do know how she's done that, but maybe we can use that and we can make some pockets. And I've got some photo booth type photos. I've got more postcards. I've got lots of postcards, And this is a check, an envelope with a Paris address, and then she must have got a big batch of French stuff, because antique French things, because she's had this on her website for a while now. But yeah, beautiful, all beautiful stuff. So I'll pack that all away, and I found that. I didn't even know I had that. It's a guest check, which in French writing, so I've put that all in there. And that lace is actually from France. And then I found, sorry for the glare, but little Paris, you know, one of those little cellophane bags, some blue lace. It's left over from my finish it on Friday. That's what I did with the other strip. And then I've made, see, these are all my postcards that I've got already. And these are all French. So I think I'm getting to the point now where I might chuck that in there. I'm getting to the point where I might need to actually put this into a bigger container, because I think I'm exceeding the limits of this. I've got some French red postage stamps. More. Here we go, some more. These are, I think, yeah, just documents and letters and things like that. So, all right, well, yeah, let's put that away. And as I say, I will get this closed, but I really am getting to the point now where I can't put much more in that. And that says to me that I need to move it into one of my project boxes, and I'm getting really ready to the point where I need to make a French journal. All right, guys, well, as I say, yeah, it was just sort of more of a catch up and say hello, and to let you know that I've got a few things planned video wise. And also I just wanted to say that we are coming towards a milestone. I'm nearly at the point of where I'm going to reach 10,000 subscribers, so I've got a little bit something planned, a little special thank you that I will announce down the line in a few more videos. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to hop on quickly, say hello, let you know what I'm up to in the week, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.